as random bad luck, but as direct measurable consequences of flawed governance assumptions relying on level 7 metrics for level 1 decisions. So the true value of ADGE in this view isn't what it could be worth, but the value it reclaims by eliminating that waste, converting it back into baraka, into efficiency.
Okay, let's try applying that same logic to geopolitics.
Yeah.
RT sees power struggles,
Yep.
right? U.S., China, Middle East conflicts, territory disputes.
Standard stuff. But ADGE sees power phantasms, again, temporary apparitions, and the underlying governance goal is network harmony, achieving M, that system-wide security.
So conflicts like trade tariffs or border clashes.
They're analyzed differently, not as nations fighting, fundamentally, but as interactions between individual FinOps agents, revealing accumulated systemic bias within the global network. It's a measure of misalignment.
And the fix is this transformation protocol, text theta applying the 10 governance elements.
Yes, incrementally applying those elements to realign the dynamics. Take the conflict-based inputs generated by RT and transform them through governance into efficiency-multiplied outputs, yielding geopolitics.
The system essentially looks at global chaos and says, this is just a symptom of agents failing to see their biases correctly.
Pretty much. And to grasp how this vast developmental process from the individual to the global is supposed to work, they introduced the NAF-centric universe model, the NCU.
Okay, the NCU model, this reframes everything. The universe isn't just out there.
No, it's defined as a single closed-loop developmental system, a bespoke incubator designed for one purpose only, maximizing the tech work of all the FinAFs within it. It's custom-built for development.
If the universe is a tailored training ground, then things we call paranormal or supernatural
becomes standard operating features, exactly, like telepathy or remote viewing. The NCU model suggests that's just direct NAS to NAS communication, possible because of something called the TQG-CFE cognitive field, allowing resonance between cognitive essences.
And what about things like near-death experiences or terminal lucidity, where consciousness seems to persist or clarify even when the body's failing?
The sources use these as proof points for the NCU. They define the brain as just a temporary physical apparition, an interface.
In the interface.
So when that interface starts to degrade or shut down, the FinAFs, the actual cognitive agent, isn't destroyed. It begins to operate with fewer physical constraints, sometimes revealing its underlying capabilities more clearly. It demonstrates the NAFs continues its development beyond the physical body.
That development journey,
Yeah.
is a metaphor, right? The diamond.
Yes, it's quite a central analogy. The FinAF starts as an uncut diamond, raw potential, maybe like a rough stone containing what they call tin or bias impurity.
And the process of becoming a perfect diamond involves polishing.
Exactly. And that polishing is the friction, the hardship, ESER. It's the necessary, often uncomfortable process required to remove that initial bias, the tin.
And setting chronic narratives helps here.
That's what they suggest. Those stories act as reference points, mirrors for self-reflection, helping you identify and correct your own biases during that difficult polishing phase.
And enduring that necessary hardship, the UR, that leads to user ease.
Yes. USER is cognitive acceptance. It's the state of the perfect diamond, fully polished, multifaceted, reflecting Allah's NOR, the light or guidance, perfectly without distortion. Effortless ease because the biases are gone.
That's the goal state then. A system of polished agents reflecting guidance accurately.
Achieving maximum $, a fully optimized network.
So let's try to recap the core thesis here. The sovereign operational thesis is, you, the FinAFs, are a self-governing cognitive agent. Your perceived reality, this Piaz universe, isn't random. It's the direct mathematical output based on how closely you adhere to the 10 elements of Dean.
It's a closed system, it's comprehensive, and crucially, they claim it's already operational right now.
And it's not just you operating alone. There's support, the Malaika.
Right, another key redefinition. Not angels in the perhaps traditional winged sense, but governance executors.
Operational entities.
Yeah, responsible for executing commands within the NCU, navigating the system, and providing guidance, like training wheels, as the sources put it, to help the FinAFs through that tough polishing process.
Yeah.
They facilitate the conversion of bias into efficiency.
Wow. Okay. So this entire framework, from redefining language to valuing global waste in the trillions, asserts itself as the active underlying operating system of everything we experience.
That's the fundamental claim, yes.
Which leads us to the final thought for you, the listener. If this ADGE framework is already operational, and your reality is the mathematical output of your cognitive state, What part of your current rational thinking structure, your RT assumptions, might you need to seed first, right now, to start improving your own personal strength?